Yeah.
If I feel like after a while, like if I feel like I'm just getting ran over, I'm gonna be controlling because it's like, now I gotta say something. You know what I mean? But I ain't off the rip like, yo, man, I need you to scrub these toes.
We not going back to 1960.
You said toes.
We not going back to 1960 with it. But no, yeah,
I mean not necessarily.
Look, let me tell you something. The introduction is the hardest part of the podcast. It really is. I have to
You overthinking, Tim. That's what you told me.
That's what it is.
You overthinking.
I'm not in flow state right now. Maybe because I'm agitated because a person called me Negro. You know who you are. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we have TK, Cool Cad, Queen Brittney, and Timothy Raw with my guest, my sister-in-law. We are Great Apes.
Hey, you know what to do.
We are Great Apes Cafe. I hope that you like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and tell me exactly what you think about this episode. Well, how the fuck y'all been doing?
Hey.
How y'all been doing all right?
Yeah,
I'm great.
I don't know what we're going to talk about yet. I know what I want to talk about, but...
It's been an interesting week, but I feel good in the motherfucker. I feel great.
Yeah. Wow. Let's go ahead and just vent on it a little. What you mean interesting? Well, I know why.
It's a lot of shit going on in the world. It's like a lot of people breaking up, a lot of people getting together, a lot of people leaving jobs, and then I work in with people, so I'm just constantly seeing a lot of shit happening. Yeah. So, and then my AC unit got stolen from the back of my shop.
Explain that shit. Explain to them that shit. I've been around a lot of fuckery. I ain't never heard no shit like somebody stealing the HVAC unit.
The whole unit from outside, like.
Oh, they wasn't even waiting to get the copper. Like,
no, the whole fucking unit.
I was telling
they left the fan on the ground at the bottom, like just the blades.
I was telling my
who saw this motherfucker running off?
He took two of them. He took Suite 1 and Suite 3.
It's not just one though. It takes more. It gotta be 2 to 3 people, y'all.
They had time.
It had to be.
Yeah, the HVAC unit waits.
All I gotta say is fuck you. I just had to work in the heat. Like, bitch, you could have gave me a warning. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. If you needed some copper, bitch, we could have got you somebody else shit, not mine.
Yo, they serious about it.
Show me that.
No, I do.
They are serious about it.
I got my catalytic converter stolen a few months ago, so I understand.
Man, that was a bad thing out there around my way for a while.
Yeah, the country.
And so I had that little lift kit. They just said, "Oh shit, I'm a sawzall."
That's it. They in and out.
When somebody took your shit, like, it got Freon and all that. So I was just thinking,
bro, they brave.
Like, shit
bro, they brave though. Shit going off. But think about this. They didn't cut off a breaker, which means that they waited for the fan to be off. But if it would have turned on while they were taking off the unit, electrocution would have happened. That's the part. They brave.
Yeah,
they knew they was doing.
Somebody went through this before.
Somebody know why they doing it.
Because when I leave the shop, I always put the air up. So it doesn't keep coming on too often while we going.
Right.
I try to leave it 75 when we're not there, but when we're working, I drop that bitch down to 69.
That's all about that's my house.
No, seriously, because we jumping from spot to spot. Like me and Lisa, we moving around the whole shop.
Shout out to Lisa.
Yeah, shout out to Lisa, my salon manager. We got one person under the dryer in one seat, somebody at the shampoo.
So you had them dryers going on with no AC? And them sweating bullets and bombs. Good God.
I told you when I walked in, I called Lisa and she was like, well, at first it was cool in here, but when I started running these dryers, sis, I started getting hot. I was like, sis, you should have been called me. So I went to Walmart and I got 3 fans. I got personal station fans and the fan to circulate the air in the shop because it's like nothing we can do until they bring a new unit. Right.
Y'all stop stealing.
It's not even funny, but when I walked in, Lisa hair was like puffed. Her cheeks was red, like her face was red. She was like, damn, she hot as fuck here. Like,
that's a great sadness.
Yeah, it was.
That would make me much more agitated working in heat. Knowing that somebody
I can't. I'm
already hot nature too. Y'all be seeing me sweating like a preacher. Hell.
Yeah, I text one of my clients like, yeah, nah, not today. I got you another day. When can you come? We arrange another time because it's too fucking hot. Like, I'm about to be a bitch in here. Like,
facts. There has been a lot going on this week, though.
Yeah, it's been an interesting week. But I was on vacation last week. My first vacation I've ever had.
Okay, first vacation. How was it?
I had a fucking grand ass time. I didn't sleep much. When I got back home, I slept for 2 days because I was so tired.
They say that don't sleep.
Yeah. So I didn't sleep much, but I had a very awakening.
What happens in Vegas? Stay in Vegas.
That's not true.
What was the food though? The food.
I ate at some phenomenal food places. You know, I like fine dining.
Right.
You know, and in Caesar's Palace, it's like so many fine dining restaurants.
Right.
We end up just going to quite every food place that we chose was good. Except the mimosa place. The mimosa place, we got the mimosa that was like this tall on the table.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Like
what was it like some alcohol up in there?
Liquor, champagne, juice. Like, yeah, but the mimosas were so good, but the food wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? So, but we didn't really go for the food. It was the morning drinking.
Of course.
You know, so we drinking from morning to night.
We just wake up,
all
drink.
Day. Yeah.
God, shout out to the West Coast. My black ass gotta go over there.
That was my first time.
That's what's up.
So,
Las Vegas. Them lights be that bright?
Yep.
God.
You know, I sent you, my favorite part was the when I was walking through Caesar's Palace and I saw the altar. Remember, I sent you the pictures,
I saw that. Yeah. I saw, okay. What the hell?
With the Brahmin.
Yeah.
So that was
fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
My sister took pictures of me praying at the altar, but I wouldn't share nothing like it. It was just too personal. I wasn't even thinking about pictures at the time. Right. You know what I'm saying?
It's intimate when you think about situations like that.
Yeah.
How nice was it just coming into it like that? Like it's a sight in it.
Man, listen, I felt like a kid all over again. And I needed that.
Right.
I kept saying that before my vacation, like, bro, I need some fucking fun. All I'm doing is working and paying bills and being a mom. Like, shit, I need some fun in my life. Like, this ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need a break. So I really forced myself into this vacation, you know? And my sister turned 30. Shout out to my baby sister P.
30 the new 20.
Right. So,
you know,
we went to welcome her to the 30s club the right way.
Right.
And our way. And so I didn't really so I really forced myself on this trip, but that shit was so needed. Like, I came back home, ain't shit bothering me.
Right.
Oh yeah, because I think everybody did a vacation.
Yeah,
it's very important. It's very important to go.
That's why I said the only thing about the AC, I was just pissed because I got to work in the heat. Like, god damn, like this motherfucker.
But shit, you just came from the heat. But that's some humidity though.
It is hot. It's not humid.
That's
It's not humid in Vegas. It's hot as fuck in the sun. But if you get in the shade, it feels so good. Oh, dispensaries.
Oh yeah.
I forgot weed is legal out there.
Yeah.
God,
bruh, that was the best part of my trip.
So hold on,
I'm trying to tell you.
I wouldn't see it. Yeah, so shout out to New York. My whole thing is, was people smoking around cops?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's that. That shit that'd be so weird. That's the Matrix.
Yeah. I mean, you can
be weird, but
you standing on the
that
sidewalk.
shit. I be like, I'm not gonna
because you know,
You can't
do that here, right?
You
But
go-
at first, when I first got there, I kept forgetting that it was okay.
Yeah.
So I kept wanting to walk around the corner and shit and
That's
go
dope.
smoke. Yeah, but they like,
I
nah,
love
we
that.
ain't gotta walk around the corner. We
Boston
can smoke
was
right
like
here.
that.
Yeah,
Right,
it was
right.
like, oh, okay.
You could really do that
But
shit
see,
in
you
Boston.
from-
That shit
yeah.
caught me off guard.
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
they
what I'm
take you
saying.
off
You from
guard.
so you probably like, y'all want to go smoke real quick?
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
can
exactly.
smoke-
Every
yeah.
time I'm trying to go around the corner.
So
like,
is the
nah,
cops
Nah,
smoking
we
too?
good.
I'm sure. Shit, I believe the cops here smoking. I know for a fact.
I know who you-
Brunswick
I know
County
a
police
few.
stole my blunt and didn't put it on the ticket. Okay, his ass got
And you know
fired,
who you
too.
are. You know
That
who you
happened to
are.
me
Hell
not long
yeah.
ago. They ain't even give me a ticket. Swear to God, they ain't
They
give me
kept
no
because they
ticket.
kept it. Motherfuckers
They put that shit in the car. He
lazy.
said, "Yeah, I ain't even worried about the red light you ran."
You done looked out for me for the day.
Right.
He ain't even called it on the walkie-talkie that he even pulled over anybody.
Yeah, this was recently too. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna head out. Shit, fuck it.
What was your week like, Kev?
That's what I'm saying. Kev too chill
Man,
back
my
here.
week. I mean, I just been trying to get my skills up at the job, but you know, I be doing all kind of shit, printing shirts and just all kind of shit, man. You know, my week was busy, but today was real fucking slow.
Come on.
Today was real slow. I don't know what it was.
Was it
Was
slow
you-
because you were trying to get off work?
Was you busy yesterday?
Probably so a little bit more.
A little bit.
You said
Shout out to
you said,
Kev
was I
because
busy yesterday?
Kev went and got some food for me yesterday and brought it to the show.
Yeah, shit. I got
Can't
some
do be hitting
banana
people
pudding.
up though. I ain't gonna lie.
I actually called Kev.
Can you give me the crab legs with the heavy butter?
Like, yo,
Oh.
Look,
If
it's
he
time,
ain't busy, he
buffer.
gonna come through for you.
I be
promise
calling
you.
Kev Chef like, bruh, something wrong with my shit. Like,
Yes,
For real,
sir.
Kevin's gonna be there though. I ain't gonna
Hell
lie.
yeah.
Kevin's
for
gonna be there. That-
real. He
that
do
nigga-
cook
That's
You-
why
for
I'm
me.
like,
were
when
at-
he said he was busy. I couldn't even tell. He was like, nah, I got you.
While he's saying and sometimes
He
you have a
like, "What's
conversation
up?"
with Kev
Like,
where he had
"Man."
on his job. That should be loud as
Yeah,
hell. I
that
said,
shit
Kev,
loud
I'll
as
call you
fuck.
back.
For
What
real.
you mean you
And
can't
then
hear
you want
me?
to stay on the phone. You like Kev?
Like, what's
I'm a-
wrong? You good?
Should be
No, not really, but
Call me later. You know, so I'm like, call me on your break.
he gonna
Be
come
loud
through.
as hell.
be a great sadness.
You can hear the. You can hear.
I
the
want to
sand
hear
in
your
it.
story. What happened
My
with
story?
your week? I want to know you who. I'm not your Negro.
Oh man.
That's I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
We going James Baldwin tonight. What happened?
Truth be told, that shit kind of deep down inside, it kind of infuriates me. For a random, it doesn't really matter if the person's white, black, green, yellow, red, whatever. But for a white person to come up to me and say, "What up there, Negro?" You know, I'm going into the store trying to find these chips. And for just the case, if y'all want to know, we're gonna somehow do the hot chip challenge at some point. But anyway, I'm going in the store and he's what up there, Negro? And I said, I look back, I said, what the fuck you say to me? I'm indignant. Like, what the fuck did you say to me? Oh, he's like, all this stuttering. You know what I mean? All
It's
of a
not
sudden,
funny, but it's funny.
Not
like
funny
what the
'cause
fuck?
he done-
Because
forgot
he
what
ain't
he
expect
said,
he didn't
yeah.
expect him to respond like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, why do
Like,
people
you
do
know,
that?
like,
And
what
then
the
when
fuck?
you respond, they be
You
like,
did, and I'm all loud, and I'm like, what
fuck
you
you just
talking to
say?
me? You ain't fucking talking to me. You know what I mean? Like, nah,
You gave
like,
it to him.
bro, I ain't even.
Had to
I just
give
gave
it
him
to
that
him.
look. Like, don't fuck, bro.
Do
Like,
the
I got
face,
all in
Sam.
his face. Like, I was like, you know that look. Don't fucking talk to me like that.
No.
I was like, what the hell, man? Bro, I was so mad,
Yo.
I don't know this. I don't know this white guy to become a Negro. None of my Caucasian, shout out to my Caucasian friends. None of my Caucasian friends call me Negro. I'm
The blatant disrespect. Like,
I'm like, yo, I'm trying to do this hot chip challenge.
But your mama called you a Negro all your life, so.
But when it come out the lips of the racist,
Would you
have to
rather be
defend
Negro
myself.
or colored?
I ain't gonna lie.
wait a minute.
Would you rather be called a Negro or colored?
Color sound worse though.
Because that was on walls and buildings and everything.
Color do sound worse.
I mean,
Don't call me
we come a
colored.
long
That
way
color-
from a
but I
color.
ain't gonna lie.
But don't call me
That
Negro
Jim Crow
either.
South-
Don't call me either.
Yeah, don't call me nothing.
That Jim Crow
Call me
South.
So we can't be nigga.
Yeah.
We can't be Negro.
I'd rather you call me nigga than Negro.
Yeah, because that shit,
Motherfucker.
everybody says it now. So it's like, yeah, call me a nigga.
My nigga
Negro.
done
We
said
got-
You
Negro.
might still get beat up, but
Negro.
Negro.
Negro is actually in Webster's dictionary. You know what I'm saying? Nigga is in Ebonics
Yep.
dictionary.
That's
It's a broken language. It's not a true definition. But when you call me Negro or colored bitch, like I got a motherfucking problem.
Like, my whole situation was like, yo,
Old
like-
white women got it bad for calling us colored. You ever
you know,
encountered an old white woman that refers us to black women as colored
I have
women?
not.
Nope.
I have.
You gotta go
I
like
have.
this
You
right
better-
here. You
And
gotta
how
go.
did you handle it?
You go like this right here.
Because me myself, I'm still learning, and I give older
I'm about to
people.
tell you.
I give older people the respect, but it's like once you take it there, all right.
well, that
bitch. I'll call my grandma to spot your ass. Like, don't, yeah.
You know what?
I would smack you though.
I'm
Look,
gonna
you gotta do it like this, right? You gotta smile and be like, "Girl, shut your old ass up."
Yeah.
Nah, I'm ignorant. I'm grimy
Me
like
too,
Tim.
but I'm trying to learn how to control it
I'm like
more.
I'll get real nice, nasty with motherfuckers. You know, I'm like with how Tim aggressively asks. I'll be like, no, what do you mean exactly by color? Color what? Color. When you talk to people like that, they start stumbling over their words and
I
shit.
mean, I was loud. Though.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
yeah.
lie. I got everybody in the store outside looked at me.
And-
He looked like he turned red like a tomato. You know, tomato.
Yeah, of course. But you do it like that. Cause see, I get even more offended because I'm light skinned. So motherfuckers be trying to play me like I'm
Yeah.
not black.
Colorism
You know.
is a real thing.
So that shit be
I
pissing
can
me
see
off
that. I
off
can see
gate.
that.
You know.
I just wanted to throw it out there,
Right.
see what see how
Yeah,
people
like,
really
like,
felt
you
about
got
it.
that.
And you
I
get
wanted
it
to see
more
how
when
we
you
felt about
when you
it.
like
We come a
skinny
long
and mixed
way.
race.
Yeah, you do.
really
Be like,
yeah,
bitch.
I get that shit with my sister.
But
Like,
I'll be
then I'm
more-
black and I be like,
Right. My
Yeah.
baby sister is darker than you. You know what I'm saying? Her and TK about the same complexion. You know, somewhere in between like Tim and TK. You know what I'm saying? And growing up, she always wanted my complexion, and I always wanted hers. The shit is fucking crazy.
That shit funny.
Yeah, the shit crazy. But anyway, I'm not about to
that's
handle
funny.
no fucking body calling me colored
No,
Negro bitch.
PSA announcement: do not approach a black person or anybody and address them in a sense that's vulgar.
I just had to
I'm not
hear
gonna
that.
go to my Latino person and be like, "Hey, puta marigón." I'm not gonna go to a Asia person and say, "Hey, ching chong." Like, I'm not gonna go to. This is rude. Like, why we can't all get along?
I just wanted to hear the
You know?
context of it. Like
That
to
shit
really
makes me
feel it.
mad.
I'm
like
really
that shit-
calm how I respond to people.
Yeah.
But I do it in a way
Man,
where
I-
you know I'm not fucking
I
playing
wanted
with
him.
you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
wanted the purest form of retaliation. Please, I wanted to get it.
I can't respond aggressively because I don't know how to come back down.
I was-
you know
I
what I'm
was
saying? Like
close.
once
But
I
see,
get there,
that's
it
my
ain't no
problem
coming back
because I
down.
don't
You know?
Mm.
like, I'm just aggressive. I be like, what? You want to fight? Like, that's.
Like-
and I can't
I gotta
fight.
come
So it's
back.
like, I don't be like that because I'm a big badass because I really don't like to fight. It's just like, I'm not
See, I
about
just
to
need to be triggered.
argue. Like,
My trigger is pain. So if I black out, I'm scared for your life. If I black out, you know what I mean. So my whole thing is, but I didn't. At that point, you just had the audacity to call me Negro. I don't
Yeah.
know you. I want you to trigger me and to punch me.
You triggered a thought. This is like completely off subject.
yeah.
What you mean? Is it? Wait a minute. Is it appropriate for Great Apes Cafe?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, leave a comment, like, subscribe, share. What is it?
So I'm not normally a person to like follow trends, right?
Oh no!
But I've been wanting to get my lips tattooed.
What?
Have y'all seen that?
No,
Like,
the lips.
inside,
What
though,
the-
like, what you
Like
ins-
my lips, like
the like a makeup
because
tattoo.
I have smokers' lips, and I'm not about to quit smoking. You know what I'm saying? But they like tattooing your lips.
That's
like,
it's shit.
I want to
some
feel
random
it.
shit.
I want to feel that. I want to
But
feel
what
that.
you mean, like the lip line or some shit? You
No,
gotta-
the whole lip,
like the
whole-
color red.
like blood, like pink, like natural, like your
Yeah.
Okay,
lip,
so
That's
micro.
cool.
What you mean? You said
That's
micro?
good.
like your bottom lip, like
don't
pink
be
like
calling-
that.
That shit gonna
Oh,
say,
look.
put it in my mouth.
Well, because you're not a smoker.
Cállate.
That's what that say, Kev.
Oh, wait, look.
Put it in my mouth.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I just
that's
when you
different.
said that, like
That's different.
I like pain, and I was just thinking, like,
That's
damn,
different.
I don't have a problem with pain, but I want to feel what it feels like to get my lips
So that's-
tattooed.
Them
Now
tattoos
you
be
talk about
different,
feeling
yeah.
some healing. That is,
Let me ask
you
you a
know
question.
how you would feel with the healing process of that.
But I don't think it's like a regular tattoo though. Ain't it like micro?
Yeah.
Micro.
I don't think it'd be that bad.
You don't,
It's like a
I don't know
micro
nothing
needle.
about
No,
it.
they do it like with a tattoo.
Yeah, they
gun.
do it. And the places that you think is gonna be the worst really be like
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
you're not really too stressed about that.
You
or
know how
worried?
many tattoos I got?
Hey, no, not. Hey.
Well,
she
I
got
mean, you
tattoos in the
see, I
air.
got
They-
big tattoos.
Oh
you
yeah,
know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
but that's a
Yeah.
different kind of. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so, because my main tattoo guy likes to inflict pain, so
I'm gonna
he
recommend
go
this.
hard.
though.
Like he the worst.
That's really soft tissue. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna
Like, that's
recommend
got to
this.
be different for a healing process than me doing it on my
I'm gonna recommend
regular
it.
skin. Like,
what you,
I don't think so.
huh?
right. I'm gonna recommend.
I gotta see that. I gotta look. I gotta look at the process. They probably have it on YouTube or something. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna recommend not. Don't go to an actual tattoo place. You need to go to a cosmetic tattoo place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
who,
yeah.
that's who
That's
does
what
it.
you-
Like
yeah,
the
yeah,
ones
yeah.
that do the microblading.
Blading, yeah.
Oh,
or the fake little
okay,
hair,
okay.
the fake
Like
hair,
with
like
the eyebrows.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
yeah,
See,
okay.
I'm looking at it in a different.
You
No,
know,
it's the
tattoo
people.
way.
It's the
like,
people that do the
Oh.
microblading for like
Okay.
the eyebrows.
Oh,
right?
okay, bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That makes
I've
sense.
been really like.
I ain't got no eyebrows.
I'm thinking the
but-
whole deal. Like, okay, bet.
I used to didn't have no eyebrows, and that shit is very true. What they say once you start like shaving and get that shit's true because my shit's be thick now.
I ain't got no eyebrows.
I don't have any.
I'm good with eyebrows. Even though I ain't got
I
none.
shave mine in over my hair. I follow the line.
That is random. How we got on the top?
I'm sorry.
How
The
about
pain,
that?
because when you said pain, I was thinking like, damn, I want to feel that pain. Like what it feel like
Pain
to
is-
get my
yeah,
lips
yeah, yeah.
tattooed.
But
That's
for
my
the
trigger, though. I
tattoos
need
for
to-
me,
Yeah,
it
it
don't even
triggered
be
that
the
thought.
pain.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it be the time for me. Like damn, do I want to sit here this long?
Shit, that's how I feel about getting my
Yeah,
nails done, but I
be
got to
loving
do it.
Like
Not them now.
I be loving it.
So what you been going through this week? What's been
So
going on?
what I've been going through is kind of like the topic you wanted to talk about. Like when your
Which
plans
was?
get fucked up,
Oh,
controlling.
hold that thought. Before we go there,
yeah,
I'm
a lot of
gonna
shit.
come back to you on that subject. TK, what you wanted to talk about? What you been going through this week?
What I go through,
What you been going
nothing
through?
nothing special. Like I doing doing this filming,
I
man.
know my nigga TK earlier. He looked like he was.
Shout
in his
out to
zone.
TK. He's been
Like-
doing a lot of filming.
Yo, like
Okay, oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
happy to be back on set. Like I haven't actually been back on set in the last 4 months since we wrapped Hot Town. Man, yeah, around 3 months. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Rap Hot Town stars be out I think December or something like that. So that should be dope. I got a dope prison scene. I got a dope beat scene. Yo, I love it. And I just shooting one of the scenes, I just walked into the camera and just dapped one of the dudes up during the scene. And not knowing that was one of the main actors and they were actually shooting the scene because I had just got into it. And he was like, yo, nah, we gonna keep this. Roll it back again. And they roll me back, dapping this dude up. Like, yo, I'm like,
Yeah,
all right,
that's
bet.
so
He was like,
dope.
do it.
Yeah.
So just shooting those scenes and being around those people and being on those casting directors calling you like, hey, can you shoot and having dope bosses. Shout out 2 Men in the Truck because I just like doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I love that moving shit. Like I really do because it was just something I could do hands on. But shout out to the bosses I got. They let me move my schedule around, be able to shoot. So.
Fact, shout out to y'all. Shout out to anybody who's actually in the movie scene, anybody in the background. Making a movie is actually very tedious. It's a lot of elements that have to be at play.
Yeah.
And it's definitely like an engine that be moving. You know what I mean?
Man,
So-
you got to shoot. Hey, and contrary to beliefs, some of the scenes you see get shot over 12, 15 times. Like, I ran it back to back. Like, and it's crazy. Like, and some scenes don't get set. And I mean, until they have perfect lighting and everything like that. There's a lot that goes into it. So shout out to Screen Gems. Shout out to Stars, Fox. Welcome to Flash. That's what I'm shooting right now. Sanaya Lathan's project right now is yeah, that is dope too.
I love Sanaa Lathan.
That's dope too. TW Cast and Recruit if you want to do any background work.
That's what's up. I ain't gonna lie, fucks with it.
Dope
That's
weed.
what's up, boy. Yeah, boy, would that be that boy? All right, so let me alley you back to what she was saying. So what was the subject?
So it was like when your plans get fucked up.
I had to ask her the subject because see, I
But
forgot.
wait, let me finish. But then also like the controlling thing. We talked about the controlling
What you mean?
thing
Hold on, I'm with this mic. What you mean controlling?
Like just controlling people trying to I don't understand why people feel like they gotta control other people's
I know where
life.
this girl coming from. I know.
That's funny because my message.
But yeah, it is just weird to me because it's like, but the kind of person I am, and sometimes I feel like it's bad, but then again, I feel like it's just like whatever because it's like I go to my own house, I drive my own car, I take care of my own kids, like so, and then I'm like, well, maybe I'm doing too much, like maybe my shit too high, so.
But if you understand, y'all ever read the book The Art of War?
Yes.
There's an art of controlling. So normally somebody control, it doesn't really matter about the sex. It don't matter about the ideology of the person. It all comes down to just two factors. It's ego and security. If somebody has an insecurity about themselves, they are willing to control the situation out of fear of the unknown, fear of somebody may sabotage, fear of the fact that they can't control. And the only way they feel comfortable is by controlling.
And fear wins the
Damn,
battles.
Tim, you got philosophical than the motherfucker.
I
just
did.
now.
I don't know where that came from.
But I agree. I agree 100%.
I don't know where that came
And
from.
for
your
me,
opponent.
and for me, I'm hearing what you saying because you're married, but I'm single, right?
See, yeah, me too,
I'm
but
single. So in my mind, I hear what Faith's saying because I feel like that. But at the
Right.
same time, I feel like if I gotta adjust to how a motherfucker think I should be, I'm not adjusting. Like my
Yeah.
person is gonna accept me for who I am.
Do y'all think I do a lot of that? Like
All
a
the
lot of-
fucking
all
time.
the time, and then I feel like
All the
sometimes
fucking
I
time.
be
You
I, like.
No.
I it just
I feel
because-
like women deal with it way
Yes,
more than men.
and then
Because we don't
sometimes-
get with y'all and be like, oh, I want you to
Yes,
change. I want you to do
be
this.
like
I want
this. I want you to do this. But then you sit there and you be thinking about that shit and you be like, well, damn, did I do something wrong?
Right.
But we unconsciously have to change for y'all. And that's a fact.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like,
But no, that's
Yeah,
not true.
no,
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell
Whether
you.
you-
the truth. If
To a certain extent, I mean,
yeah.
if I feel like after a while, like if I feel like I'm just getting ran over, I'm gonna be controlling because it's like, now I gotta say something. You know what I mean? But I ain't off the rip like, yo, man, I need you to scrub these toes.
We not going back to 1960.
He said toes.
We not going back to 1960 with it. But no, yeah,
But I mean, not
there-
necessarily
certain
because I
people
don't have
would
a problem rubbing
expectations
feet.
of things.
You
Would
know?
you
yeah,
not?
exactly
Right.
though. But
I don't have a problem with feet.
but then
But
again, it's like I'm not
random.
rubbing no
Okay,
feet. Then
no,
doing shit.
it's a real
Why?
question. It's a real question. In a world where right now everything is really 50-50 with the marriage, you know what I'm saying? Like how people feel about the dynamic of a household.
It should
How
be.
do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like you should have a place in a home? Like, do you feel
But it
like
should be 50-50.
are you just considered you should be like a homemaker, be quiet, sit there and whatever?
No.
Like, do you okay, like
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because so I work, right?
okay.
But I know women that don't. Shit, look at Helen, for example. Helen's not working a job, but she is working
A job.
a
'cause
job.
yeah.
Like she's a
Shout out
stay-at-home
to my
mom.
wife.
Is she taking care of kids all day?
That's
But you
a
know what
job.
else Helen
I tried
does?
it. I can't.
But you know what else Helen does? She listens to Tim when he's venting. She give her perception on what she thinks he should do and what
Oh,
would
she
be
gonna give me-
valuable to the household,
That's
what
right.
would be
She got
valuable
that.
to the relationship. And that is major. You know, that is a big contribution to the relationship. So she not just being a homemaker. Like she is the person that's supporting, that's loving, that's encouraging, that's saying you can do this, we can do this. No, I don't think we should go this way.
She gonna voice it. I ain't gonna
So
lie, she
right.
voice it.
So her
But I
opinion is
encourage that,
valid,
though. I
and
encourage that.
they communicate together. So it's still 50-50, even though she's not technically bringing in the 50% financial
I'm gonna
aspect.
say this,
You know
though.
what I'm
Like,
saying?
I have a big personality, and if you have weak willpower, I'm gonna crush you. So
Right.
my whole thing is when it comes to my wife, her personality, which is she's my opposite, right? Like in a lot of ways, but her personality became bigger because I didn't want to crush her. Like my whole thing is, when it comes to the power dynamics in a relationship, I don't like the whole idea of 50-50. I'm going to do 150, you do 150. Because there's some days I'm only going to give you 25.
Right.
And some days I'm going to give you...
Realistically.
You know what I mean? Realistically.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So my whole thing is, if you look at a graph chart, I have my up days, down days. We both gonna have our different days of up and down. So if we balance it out, if we all vibrating at a high energy of having up and down days, then we're still not wasting energy because my output is still closer to that 150, even though I may have a 25% one day, right? Another thing is I did read The Art of Control. If you really want to control the situation, shout out to anybody who really understands how to control somebody. It's not to control nobody at all. If you relinquish the point of wanting to be, I guess, dominant or submissive, actually being submissive, if you really understand the art of it, is the most dominant force. So for me, I let my wife choose. Hey, I'll be trying to usher her to actually go have fun. My wife wanted to stay home. First of all, it's a lot of people who's from the outside looking in. They think I'm controlling. One time my sister-in-law called me. Oh, Tim, you gotta get my sister out the house. But she talked to Helen. She know Helen can do anything she wants. She know I ain't gotta really even look at her and be like, Faith, is that true? Faith, no. You know what I mean? But the art of the power dynamic is allowing the woman to have power. And if you allow the woman to have power, well, then you become the most powerful of them all.
In my mind, you just accept people for who they are and just let them be who they are.
Right.
And if that person is for you, great. And if not, then move
but
the
don't
fuck
change.
on.
That's the problem in society.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
I feel like when somebody come along and want me to change and want me to do this, it's like you really don't like me. Like, because if you like me, then you wouldn't be trying to make me be something else. Right. I like going out sometimes. Right. I can't see myself with somebody that got a problem with me going out every once in a while. Or when I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or if that's what I choose to do at the time. Right. What if I want to go on a vacation with my friends and I don't want to be with my man and my kids?
But see, that comes to play only with the man's ego. Can they accept?
Yeah, I can't be with those guys.
Can they accept the woman they actually? Because it's a lot of men I talk to. They'd say some shit like, "I can't let my wife go do this. I can't let my wife go do that." But what they fail to listen to is, what do your wife really want? What if you listen to a woman what they really want, and you stimulate that what they want, you give them what they want, you let them be themselves without controlling. You actually, for me, from my perspective, I don't have to do shit, and I feel powerful. Like, you know what I mean? I don't tell my wife to, hey, do this, do that. Every week my clothes ain't washed. If she want to wash my clothes that week, she go wash my clothes that week. If she gonna make me a plate to eat, she gonna make me a plate to eat. Giving a woman freedom makes you free.
Yeah.
But
releasing control makes you free.
Yeah,
just releasing control in general.
I feel like, thus I feel like I'm in control because I don't need to control.
Because you in control of you.
Right, exactly.
So you're not trying to control the other person. Because you're trying to stay in control of your own self.
Right.
That, and I feel like that's what that 100 and 150 is.
Right.
You be constantly working on you, and I'm gonna be constantly working on me.
Right. I have your corner. So, I have your corner.
Right. Absolutely.
1,000,000,000%.
Right. Absolutely. But I'm not
trying to tell you, hey, don't go out. Don't go out. Even though I don't like one of your friends, she act like Shanae. Guess what? Go have fun. Like you gotta let the woman be the woman. But the question is for the men, can you allow a woman to be a woman? And what I get at is the controlling factor for men is actually an insult to their masculinity. What I mean by that is, when you really think about like a woman, if you allow a woman to be in a full physical form, it actually, the masculinity of the man is equated. You know what I mean? When a man start trying to actually control a woman all the time, it's an insult to your masculinity. And you know who the fuck I'm talking to. You know who you are. you ain't really being a man. You know what I mean? You worried
Make
about
it easy for us
you,
to miss it.
you know what I mean? You over here. right. If you really think about it, I mean, let's talk about feminine and masculinity.
You don't gotta do nothing.
If you ain't got to do nothing, thus the masculine energy is the most strongest. And my masculine energy is nothing without the feminine. But what I'm getting at is, if I start developing these feelings of my wife going out, she might do this and that, what does that mean for me and my ego? What does that really mean for you, man? You don't want to control and change a woman.
But if you think about it from this aspect too, like when you are constantly in expectation of some bullshit occurring, guess what? Some bullshit will occur.
Faith, do you agree?
Like that's just
I feel
what
like
the
y'all
fuck
been
it
going.
is.
Absolutely.
I feel like when y'all ping ponging, I feel that y'all ping ponging
So
on that.
listen, I'm gonna say this.
It's a fact.
It is.
Is that true, sis?
I feel like it is because it's just like I be knowing when some shit gonna happen, but I'll be like whatever type shit. Like I'll probably get like some kind of feeling or something, but then it's just like I'm me. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I go home to my own house. Like, you feel me? So then this shit happened. I'm like, damn, like, I knew this shit was going to happen.
Mm-hmm. But
Like-
that's not being an expectation of it happen. That's just intuition. It's a
Females
difference.
do have high output of
It's a
intuition.
difference. Like,
They have
oh,
intuition.
I can tell it's about to be some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can just feel it. But it's a difference. Like, okay, that's just like us going through a man's phone.
My wife could go through my phone anytime.
You in expectation, like you looking for
Yeah, but I'm
something.
not going to look for
You
shit.
know,
That shit be
I
coming
don't
to
like
me.
that shit because I don't like
I ain't
nobody doing
looking-
that to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm not looking for
That's a
nothing.
PSA to everybody.
Say that
Expect
one more
nothing, you
time.
won't be disappointed. That's my motto. If
Well, I
you
ain't gonna lie.
expect
But then
nothing, you
again,
won't be
all right,
disappointed.
I ain't gonna lie, but my wife could. She go to my password. So
You only doing
I'm
it to
not-
yourself.
I'm not gonna do that.
When
I'm
you go
actually-
looking for
But
shit, it's a
listen, let
different
me say
story.
this. I'm not going to look for
You're only doing it to
anything, and I'm
you.
not going, if you don't look, you don't find. But at the end of the day, if you my nigga or anything like
but
that,
you know why they look?
and I go look, I shouldn't find shit still. But
But why you with?
But you know why they look, though.
But if you
got,
But
to look,
why
what's
you
the-
with
what that say
me?
about you? What that say about the
But
relationship?
you know why they look,
told
though.
you?
but
There's
that's
only
what
one
I'm saying.
reason-
If I gotta look to find out shit, you better off coming to me telling me like, all right, we can be cool. Do what you do.
There's only one reason why
So
somebody
it
look through
really
your phone,
works
though.
Why?
both ways.
When they doing
I
something
ain't
they
gonna
ain't got
come
no
hard on
business
you,
to be
but
doing, they sell.
I agree with that.
Anytime I was looking through my girl phone before we became husband and wife, I was doing fuckery. I said, "There's no way in the absolute world I'm doing fuckery and she ain't."
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go look through her phone.
Hey, but guess what? That's an insecurity. That's an insecurity.
Let her
She
have
ain't
it.
doing shit. She be in the nine.
That's what I'm saying. It really work both
That man
ways
say he a
because
good truck driver. All right, look, it ain't many of them out there.
Yeah.
for real, they be fucking But that's the thing. Okay, so that's why I say it really work both ways because if I don't look through somebody's phone, then y'all gonna fly. All right, she can go through my phone. Let me text. Let me do what I do. But then if I look through your phone, like, you know, I ain't gonna do too much. I'm gonna make sure I delete the message type shit. So like I'm saying, for real though,
Not delete
like,
the message. She
Yo,
cover
or
her
do
I
it-
woke up to see my phone. And
Like,
apps, I ain't even
it's not
been
no
in.
winning with
like,
this
and
shit.
Forever, all of that. Like, why are we doing this? Why are we going?
But
the
then
wrong
when
way
you
around?
don't do
Come
it,
holler
then
at
you
me.
gonna
Come
do it
talk
because you
to
like,
me.
I'm not
Look.
gonna look. She not gonna look through my phone.
Look,
Like,
we
But
ain't
I'm
doing
telling you, the only
this.
time somebody look through your phone, they doing some shit they ain't got them.
I
That's
don't
a
even
guilty
be
conscience.
thinking about going
I
through nobody's
don't, but
phone.
then
That's the
again,
only
it's
time I
like,
ever
damn,
went-
well, what one
I
day
went
if
to
I
my
do
girl
wake
phone.
up because I don't be thinking about it, you know I don't be thinking about it, and then I
try
think
not to
about
think
it and I
about
do
it.
that shit.
Because if somebody look in my phone, they're gonna
Yeah.
assume some shit that's not what it is.
Exactly.
You know, and
You know, I
the-
got like a million motherfuckers that's trying to talk
The
to me. You know what I'm
assumption-
saying? So you can't look at my
You can
phone
leave
and
them
then
on red days. Think
You
about, oh, you
assume
fucking
right.
with this nigga like
the assumption is worse when
it be
when
bad.
it comes to people dating females, and the females have a lot of, you say, oh, they got a lot of men friends. The assumption comes if you at a man with the highest peak of masculinity would not be worried about another man. I promise.
Never.
You. I promise you.
because that's the case for me. But it's not because I mess with the guy. I never mess with my homeboys. If I call this nigga bro, I promise you it was never like that. I'm not about to call.
And you know who you are.
No, I mean, but to each his own, because I know females that call the nigga bro when they smashed him, right?
I know too.
Right.
I know who you are.
I'm not saying
hands with him.
I know who you are.
but if I call somebody bro, I didn't smash that nigga. I'm not. If I smash him, I'm no longer calling him. It's not going there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to. Yeah,
call
that's
you
weird.
bro, and
It's weird, right?
I done jumped in all in your Kool-Aid.
Right. But because I'm more laid back, I always been one of the niggas.
Right.
I always been one of the niggas because I'm not in the drama. I'm not in the gossip. I'm not in the let's do this scheming type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I always had a few female friends and a bunch of.
But there
niggas
has to
was
be
my
a level of
homeboys.
drama. Though. I was about to switch the subject, but she's brought up one point: the drama ratio. For you men and women who have bored relationships, and you know who you are.
I'm sorry, Tim. I don't mean to interrupt you, but at this point of time of life, it's not no. Niggas got just as much dramas as females.
Okay. Well,
So
I agree with you.
Yeah,
like,
million
it's
percent.
done
What the
for,
drama like?
so
But
it's not like this
but have you
female
ever
shit.
dated-
Like,
have you ever dated? I'm sorry to interject, even though she interjected me.
I did,
have you
I
ever dated-
apologize.
It'll go back. Have you ever dated a regular degular or a
I don't like
person?
you using my words.
I think it's a word.
Shout out
Have
to
you-
me.
Have you ever dated somebody who's bored though? What did you do when you dated a bored person? And then what do you do when you date somebody? What do you do?
got
God, move the fuck on.
Right. Okay,
In a
but what was
respectful way, though.
but
Like,
what was the element that was missing? If they had a level of drama, a level of entertainment, and not just sexual, that even though that play a part, but not just sexual. I'm talking about a level of drama that keeps the woman or man wondering. What's going on?
But it don't
It gotta be a level.
There's
I'm not
gotta
talking about
be a level of mystery.
mystery
in
in
period.
or
Like,
drama.
It just is what it is.
It depends the
It's
person.
got- yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah,
explain.
a lot
that's
of
true.
things
But at the end
go
of the day,
into
like, just don't be boring, nigga. Like, once
What
you
do you
get
mean?
me, if we sit in that house watch TV all goddamn day, nigga,
I don't like that.
I don't like that. Like, you can't be boring.
Some women like to be in the house a lot. I don't like.
I don't like to be in the house a lot. So
No.
once I get you there, all of a sudden you will be in the house. So like, all right, nigga, stay in the house by your damn self. Like,
Now I ain't got no reason to dress up, no reason to
No,
put my
to
makeup
do
on,
nothing,
no reason to
like-
get you spicy. You know what I'm
sometimes
saying?
I
Like,
still
There's a
go
lot of
and look
people-
good. Like, y'all be like, once y'all get somebody, y'all be like, all right.
Now, like, don't be lying to him out here talking about still with the Black Planet shit. I like walks on the beach and shit. I like rock climbing and all. Y'all
Facts.
motherfucking lying. Look,
Lying.
if y'all gonna be in the house
I done
rolling
been
backwoods,
with them.
motherfuckers,
Rock
just say
climbing.
y'all
I'ma
never
do
been in the
that.
house
I done
rolling
been with them
backwoods.
I don't
ain't
do
never
rock
know how
climbing,
that
but I'll
the people
try.
feel when you after
I'm
you finish
telling
rock
you.
climbing. Them
It
hands,
is what
them
it is.
calluses. I still got calluses on my fingers. Y'all niggas quit lying
Stop
about this.
lying. Just stop lying.
Niggas never went school diving and they about to die and get a air. They about to get an embolism in their blood because they went skydiving for the first time but didn't realize you could go up.
at the
too
end of the
fast.
day, I'm not staying with nobody I'm not feeling.
But exactly, but be
Hey, I ain't
true to
gonna lie.
yourself.
But have you ever?
Be
Everybody.
true to yourself.
Let me
You don't
ask you
like-
ladies these questions, y'all. Let me ask the ladies this question. With the best relationships have you ever had? Was it there a level of drama?
Absolutely.
That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
Yes.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah, it was, but like,
Just a positive and a positive. Don't
it's always gonna be drama, but it depends on like what kind of
What
drama.
kind of drama, right?
What kind
So,
of drama it
okay,
is.
that
I
part.
feel
You
like
want a nigga slinging dope out.
Ain't gonna be no drama
You know
if
what
my
I'm saying?
nigga not
I get
entertaining
it.
no bitch
Yeah.
though. Like,
But wait. As
What
soon
do
as
you
that
got to
nigga
say
go
to me?
outside
that's
without
gonna make
you,
me mad.
Hold on,
then the
one
nigga
at a time,
slinging
one at a
dope
time.
outside.
But
He don't
just-
want to come in the house.
just to be fair, just to be fair,
If he outside, nigga, he outside, nigga.
Right,
Then you
right.
gotta
I'm
worry
not
about that.
with you, nigga. Like,
Hey,
the
but
fuck?
I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
We
if
doing
he
this shit
outside
together.
nigga, he an outside nigga, and then y'all worried about that.
no, not
Come
necessarily.
on,
Just
come on.
to be fair, a lot of times we start these best relationships with people as friends.
Yeah.
So I feel like the drama come in when, for me, the drama always come in when we've been friends the whole time, but now all of a sudden you bothered by the shit I'm doing outside of you.
Love
So
is
now we not just friends anymore because you bothered that I'm talking to somebody else, or you bothered, you know. So now there's a drama
And you
because
know
now
who
I'm a
you
hoe or now I'm a
'Cause I
whatever.
want you
You know,
somebody
Yeah, and
else
it's the
wants
same
you.
thing for females. Like, nigga, if I met you,
And
you
then they
was
wanna lie.
outside slinging, whatever.
And then
Like-
they lie though. Like people like that. Okay, I agree with you, sis.
right. So
'Cause
it's this in
They
that
want a nigga with
transition.
all the
It's
time,
always
but
some
no topping
drama.
off and nothing else. Like,
That's a great sadness.
First of all, like, if I ain't
That's how
feeling you,
I
I
just
ain't
see it,
feeling
like-
you because I know me. Like,
Let me go ahead and
and they tell you, I just want a little time.
no, go to the
Hey, y'all
fucking
ain't got
block
to
and get
react.
your
I'm doing
time.
it for you.
Let me
Y'all
ask you,
ain't got to
Kev,
react.
Kev, do you
I'm
agree?
doing it for you. I'm doing it.
you agree with what he just said?
You ain't got to react, Kel.
I mean, me personally, like that's why I try to tell y'all, man. Like I used to do the relationship shit, man. Like I used to be like, I'm always spicing shit up. So I ain't never had the dull moments, but it's like,
shit up.
it's like I swear, bro, 2 of my longest relationships, when we broke up, it was just like, yo, man, you want to just be friends? Like, you know what I mean? Ain't no point
Right.
us, you know, like, because at the end of the day, if you see that somebody wants something else, you might as well just be like, look, man, let's just be friends.
I'm notorious for that shit.
And do the friends.
You got to know what you're looking for, though. You got to know what you're looking for, though. You got to have an eye for that.
But don't you get mad? This is what
You
this is why I
gotta
get
call
mad
it
though.
what it is. It's an
Some
expectation.
people, no, I'm gonna tell you what.
And either we
No,
doing something,
I'ma
either we
tell
dating or
y'all
we
where
not.
this shit
Either
come
we
from.
get married or we
And
not.
I
Either we
agree.
tell you where this
I
shit come
agree.
from, bro. I'm gonna tell you
Hold
where
on,
this
one at
shit
a time.
come
Go ahead,
from,
go ahead,
bro.
Kev.
For the ladies, it's like that nigga had that magic stick, and you don't want nobody else to have that. You don't even like the motherfucker. You don't even
I
like
know
the
who you
breed.
are.
I don't agree.
Come on, come
You
I
don't
don't
even
agree.
like this nigga like that, man.
I don't agree.
Okay.
You don't like him like that,
I just
you
want to
don't agree
say
with
that the
ways.
lake of big dick is plentiful, Kev. That shit means
I'm just
nothing.
saying though.
If a female got
Yeah.
attached, it was not because of the dick
I ain't
alone.
talking
So it
about-
wasn't because of
I ain't
penis touched your
talking
heart.
about-
No, no,
Look,
no.
It wasn't because of
Hold
penis
on,
touched
hold
your
on,
heart.
hold on.
No.
Excuse
Nah,
me.
no,
You
hold
might
on.
have to bleep
Nah,
this
man,
out,
hold
but
on, nah,
you
man.
can meet a nigga with a little dick and all he doing.
No,
so the
man,
dick
hold
really
on,
don't
man.
be
It's not-
mattering. Like,
it's not.
I'm gonna
So
tell you,
that
I ain't
Sprite
saying
got
no.
it.
Hold on,
to some,
Y'all getting
not
this
it,
shit.
no, it don't.
Y'all getting this shit
No
fucked
feelings,
up.
no
Hold on.
emotions.
Y'all had y'all emotions?
No,
Y'all getting
Nah,
this shit.
dog,
Y'all
I
getting-
didn't know. What you mean?
Y'all getting it fucked up, bro.
Hold on, y'all had y'all
I done had
emotions.
a
What you mean,
split,
Kev?
Y'all getting it fucked up. Cause what I'm talking about is, I ain't talking about how big it is or how small it is.
Pause.
I'm just talking
understand
about
what
when
you're
somebody,
Yeah.
like when somebody, like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I done had something that make me be like, damn, boy, that shit like, it's like different. You know what I mean?
guy.
That shit different, bro. And you don't really want to be with that person because on some real shit, like I know people say this ain't true, man, but that's like, oh shit, man, this girl got this fat ass and shit. And you want to hit the ass so bad, and then you don't really like the person like that, but you trying to make it work because like you like, man, I got hit.
This topic just
So
became...
now we talking about
But that-
male perception versus
Some.
female perception.
Okay, but
Some,
once
right.
you hit
Some.
it, what's the drag on?
Some amongst many.
I'm gonna tell you something, man.
This subject too
If you
much
really
for me.
like somebody, you gonna be with that motherfucker.
That's very true.
I don't care how you look at it.
That's very true. I agree with you.
If you want to be with somebody and then y'all connect one time, you gonna try to hold on to that shit as long as you can because you
but you
trying
can like
to
somebody
show
for a
them.
short amount of time.
Especially
trying to
Until
show
you get to
them.
know them a little more.
Yeah, you trying to show them like,
Yeah.
yo, I like you.
Yeah, that's why you gotta get to
God
know
damn.
somebody first because a lot of people be in relationships that they don't really know them. They just know.
And then now I can give y'all my other
Yeah.
answer, right? So
Not the
that's
other
why
one.
that's why I don't really have that much
Oh, that
say
was
so.
okay. That
Because
was a good one.
I'm not in a relationship. I ain't been in a relationship in a while, but I know what y'all talking about because I see it come on. I see girls come chill with me. We might do something, whatever. Motherfucker don't even really like me like that. It's just something about it. You know, that's what it really was. It was just something about it. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Great Apes Cafe.
It was something
Please
about it.
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. I ain't
I'm
gonna
trying
lie.
to tell you. Look, she don't like that shit.
this situation.
I just don't agree.
Wait, let Brittney get her piece on because she's sitting
Go
there
ahead,
like,
go
before
ahead.
you great ass.
I just don't agree.
She got to scold me.
I don't agree. I feel like I'm just saying, like, I just don't agree because I like what Faith said, like, we really don't be caring as much as men be thinking that we care.
That we care.
But
We really don't be caring.
So
like,
I ain't gonna lie.
if there's an attachment, it was something else. It wasn't the sex
Exactly.
because I'm trying to tell you, like,
Because I can teach you some things. Excuse me.
right, okay, and not only that,
Exactly.
motherfucker, I
Yeah,
guarantee
but for
I can
real,
call
y'all
somebody
be thinking
else.
y'all got Bob Dick, like, yeah,
It's
all
not
right.
it.
Excuse me, Tim.
That's not
I don't want to
it.
hear about my sister.
I'm
not it.
sorry, but it's for real because some niggas really think because they shit like that, but it can be like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
Like,
Let me interject.
I don't give a fuck.
Shit.
Like that shit
I'm
don't
gonna
mean
make
nothing
that
to
shit
me.
work. Like,
It goes. So for the men and women out there, let me go ahead and find balance here.
I don't even give a fuck about hurting nobody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Because sometimes you
some
have to
females
go.
talk about. Some females talk about size. Some men talk about levels of vaginal secretions, tightness. So when it come down to it, both concepts,
Yeah.
it's a great sadness. Now,
Deep down inside, they don't
Motherfuckers
care.
just know how to find the G spot.
Now.
Shout out to us.
Yeah,
Now, I would
you
say
said
this, though.
G
The real
spot?
ones know.
Hold on,
When
hold
the
on. You
G-
said
the real
G
ones
spot?
know.
I'll
The
come
real
down to
ones
this.
know.
There's a difference between sex, foreplay, and art. The moment you understand that sex is an art, it's a moment you go beyond what your limitations may be and what somebody may expect from you. Now, the sad thing is, in Western culture, a lot of people put women on a platform to do things that they expect to do of what they watch from things like pornography. And they look at some of these videos like, oh, she did this and this, and you expect a woman to do this to you. But the greater sadness is, your shit ain't right. Maybe you ain't in compliance enough that be with a woman to do all these things that she wanted to do, and then you get mad at the woman. And that statement, what I just said, is also vice versa. You know, it's not about just whether if a man has the size or if the woman has the vaginal secretions or tightness. It's all about what are you willing to do for foreplay, for stimulation, and the art. Do you know what you're doing?
I got to really like somebody, man, to be in another relationship.
And I will say this, what y'all missing from this whole, I have to interject.
I'm talking about like,
I have to interject. I hope y'all motherfuckers, you nasty perverted motherfuckers, who just slanging willy everywhere, the female slanging coochie everywhere, use some form of protection. Please. You got monkeypox, you got HPV, you got HIV.
Motherfuckers
You got
life
trichomoniasis
for the pussy.
Yeah, and then
over for
doing the most.
They don't care no
using
more.
protection because
They doing the most.
then boom, baby come.
They
and
don't
then
care
they're a whole
no
nother
more.
topic.
They got
Like,
HPV, they got hepatitis.
They don't care no
Do
more,
the most.
bro.
They just be fucking like.
Herpes alone, there's more than 2,000 strands of different types.
Yo.
But I just feel like,
2000.
man,
That's a whole
this
nother
another
subject.
topic. Yeah, men gotta understand, like,
And then a lot of these men want to have sex with randoms with no protection.
no protection. And they just be trying to have sex.
That's what y'all
Burning.
need to-
But it's just
That's
like,
what the subject we really need to talk about. Not size, girth,
Motherfuckers out here
vaginal
burning,
secretions, and
burning.
tightness. Not what the woman and man have. Are y'all using prophylactics and protection? When you find your real person that you're with, then you start worried about what other
Stop thinking
elements,
with your dick and
you
think
know.
with your head.
But I'm gonna shout out. I'm gonna throw this
God.
before we switch subject. I'm gonna say this though. For you men and women who actually go out, you want to have a relationship with a person, and then you end up having a relationship, and then you realize you can't handle the pressure based on what society puts on you. Don't try it in the first place. What I mean?
What we was talking about that before.
That's very true.
Like men that I feel like I go through that a lot. Like men that be coming at me.
Men have the men
Right. Then you give them an opportunity.
I'm gonna give you a secret, sis. The men with the most rah-rah ego, that's the most fragile.
The most fragile. And then you get into it and then you be like, you ain't even nowhere near ready for what the fuck I got going on. Why you even try to talk to me in the first
And
place?
that can mean that doesn't mean just
that
financially.
should be different from just
It
sex.
could be
And then when
mentally,
you feel
it
somebody
could
and
be
then you,
spiritually.
now you
Yeah.
your
It
feelings.
could- a
Yeah,
lot
that's
of
different.
a lot
And
of
I
people
don't
don't
really
even
do
know
the
who they
feelings
are.
often.
Like
You know
my
what
whole
I'm
thing is
saying?
you got to know who you
Because
are.
females got needs and males got needs too. But then it's like
We all got needs.
we all got needs. But then again, some of y'all needs.
But some people ain't reading the writing on the wall when they come in the motherfucking door. And y'all
But
know
don't
who
change
y'all is.
somebody.
If y'all right, you can't.
Don't
but,
change
But
somebody.
unconsciously, you want us to fit you, like in some kind of way. Oh, how can I take this person and make
There's nothing wrong.
them
There's
into
nothing
what
Girl,
I
nigga,
got
then
going
that shit
on?
don't be like that.
There ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of guidance
You
to
do
be
have
better.
to fit. You
But
have
that's
to fit
it's a
yourself
difference
and search
between
yourself.
Guiding.
it's a difference between guidance and it's a difference between trying to make yourself
Being
fit.
a
You
monarchy.
know, absolutely. Like I should never have to make myself fit. I should never have to make myself fit. I either fit or I don't. And if I don't fit, then I go move the fuck on, and you can go do what you want to do, and I'm gonna do what I want to do, and it's no love lost.
And then
I
males
think-
want to
but
be
wait,
like,
wait.
"Oh, you're a whore" or stuff like that. Like,
So you saying that you're not gonna you like somebody, you really into him and all that. This motherfucking feet look slave feet, like bad, like terrible, like they.
You said slave feet?
But you
Like
like this
motherfucker got
So
green
you're
green
going
on
to-
the feet.
You're going to do things right to help guide
That's
that person.
different.
And
Right.
in essence,
And
you're
that's
going to
different.
do things.
It's a
that-
difference between saying, "Oh, let me put you onto some shit that you're not really aware about." It's a difference in saying that
You
and
can
then
leave in the
saying,
water, but you can't make them drink.
right,
Straight up.
or
That's
saying,
facts.
"No, you need to be somebody else." Like it's not. It's, It's not. It's a difference
That is
between
kinda
from the
fucked up,
ground up.
right.
No.
It's a difference between being
Okay.
who you are
Yeah.
or exposing you to some shit that you ain't never been
I
exposed
got
to.
That is very
You know, like if I meet you and your teeth fucked up, but I really like you,
Right.
automatically I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, his teeth fucked up." Because teeth can get fixed. Like that ain't shit.
Look at
You know
Cardi
what I'm
B.
saying?
Shout out to Cardi
Right,
B.
right. That ain't shit. Like,
Get y'all some Medicaid out this one.
and not even just that. I might be able to put you on to. Yeah.
I got friends who dentists,
But
but suppose they got halitosis.
Oh man.
you can do shit about that too. You know, you can do shit about that too.
I know
but it's
that.
a
I'm just
difference.
laughing.
Like, when I was younger, when I was in my 20s and shit, I was cool with meeting a dude that wasn't quite having his shit together and was still working on himself, trying to get there because I was in that same.
Well, let me ask you this
position,
question.
you know?
Let me interject real quick. Do you have a lot of men who, when they date you, they start unconsciously or consciously comparing and contrasting what you have to what they have?
Yes.
I'm gonna say this. So the psychology on that, the psychology on that is everybody do that, and what everybody got to understand, that's a wrong thing to do.
Yeah. I just think that's bullshit.
It bullshit.
It just is. I might, like I said, you might can put me onto some shit like, "Oh, you should get your feet done here," or check this place out for spinal treatment, or, you know, maybe you should get into your chakras or see about, you know, your health. And that's different. But when a motherfucker is just blatantly who they are, you just don't fucking like, and then you be like, "No, I want you to respond like this when I'm talking to you. I want you to feel this way.
I need you to be
My
here
only
at
pet
this
peeve, I ain't gonna change
time,
nobody.
or-
Right.
My
I
only
need
pet
you to
peeve is this,
understand
dude.
my perception. I need you to think this way. Like now
yeah,
we
you
getting
doing
into
too much
shit
because you
where
changing your whole ideology.
right, like that's where that's why I
You
said
just got a right person to fit. If it's not a right person,
There's
to
only
fit,
one thing I'm gonna
whatever.
change with any of my friends, family, wife. You could be Jesus. Do not start a sentence with because. Please, to me, do not. No. If you start a sentence with because,
this shit just turned so
that
petty.
shit.
Don't do not. This shit just turned so petty.
Do not start. I know you know who the fuck you are. Do not fucking start a sentence with because.
Unless
I'm not
answering
good at
something,
grammar. Shout RP to my grandmother. She was an English teacher. Do not start a sentence with because. I'm just saying that's my pet peeve.
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about how this should sound. Because I have to make sure I drink this can.
That just rubbed me wrong.
Don't
I gotta do this because.
But see, that's actually
You know why I don't like because.
Yeah.
I don't like
I'm not doing shit because nothing.
That's weird.
I don't like because.
I'm not gonna do nothing because
I'm not giving no fucking explanation. I don't like to give explanations.
Okay.
That's me.
I don't like that. If I can't be there, I can't be there. Why I gotta tell you the whole life story
yeah.
of why I can't?
It depends.
Or
on
if
the
I
situation.
say
I agree with you. It depends on the
If I got a client I can't be there for, I might give more of an explanation.
Yeah, because
Right.
they
But
come
if you call me
yeah.
right now and be like, "Oh, can you do so and so?" and I'll be like, "Nah, I can't do it."
But I really
What
need
fucking
you
explanation do I
because-
need to give you on why? Because I can't.
But see, even if you give the explanation, I'm fine with that. Just don't start the sentence. With
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, fuck
It's not even that. I don't like a lot of questions myself.
He just don't
If I be like, yo, I gotta go do this real quick, you like, why you got? Because.
But even
No.
if you say,
I'm not
but that's
explaining
okay.
myself.
That's okay if you explain yourself. I'm
I
saying
don't like that.
I don't like
I'm
that
saying
either.
it don't even have to be the explanation of the self. I'm saying in sentence structure. I'm not good at grammar, y'all.
That doesn't.
I'm really.
I'm not
But
explaining.
Because gives the explanation, bro.
But if you
It
start
do.
There's a grammatical
And at the
That's
end of
fact.
the
very
day,
true.
I'm not
very
explaining
When you
true.
say
myself.
because,
You
it's
can't
because the
start it off
explanation
without
is
it being
coming
an
But
behind
look
it.
how you.
Explanation,
But if somebody start the
But that's a
A
controlling
rebuttal or
thing too,
something.
because then
It
if you
is.
feel like you got, if I'm asking you to do something, you're like, well, why? And I gotta explain it for you to do it, bitch. I'm not gonna explain shit, bitch. I'm gonna do it myself.
I
Fuck
agree
you.
with
And
y'all,
that
but-
be because or why or like
But I'm not- I don't even care.
That's just where I'm stuck at. People
That's
hate me
wild. I
because
ain't
of
never
that
heard
shit.
before.
I'm okay with that. Just do me a
That's
favor
wild.
though. Just don't start
But
the
why do
whole
you say
sentence
it's
off with
wild,
because.
though?
That is
I've never heard
infuriating.
that
No.
before. I've never heard.
When
that.
somebody said when
You
it
ain't
says,
never did
I
know
know
a
somebody
real
who does,
nigga.
and you know
I
who
do
you
too.
are.
I don't recall
No,
who the
but-
person is, but I know for a fact I've spoken to people that start their
Because.
sentences with
Because.
because. Yeah.
It's very
Why do
dramatically.
you feel like somebody have
I'm
to
not good at
explain
grammar,
something
even though I made an A
for
in
you to
grammar,
do
but it's
something?
definitely.
Do it or don't do it. If you don't do it, then all right.
In one of my self-help books, I learned that people over-explain. Like we overuse words that are unnecessary. Some shit is just unnecessary for us to say.
It can't be helped. But you know what I
It's
realized?
too stressful.
But when you are a wordsmith, you want to start dialing and using words that you.
I don't give
Me either.
Right.
I just
Like, come on, I done
'Cause I
been
don't like when
disrespected
people
in the
start-
most
my
ways.
extras are
like,
superlatives.
I don't like people to over-explain to me.
Well, no. I ain't gonna lie. Lately, here a lot of people been over explaining to you.
over-explain, but it's like, for what?
Hey, Tim, that's
For
how I'm gonna say
what?
because. Fuck it, because.
They be like, because I pay your rent. Bitch, I'll pay my own rent this month.
I ain't
Like,
gonna
the
lie.
fuck out of here.
So
like,
there was a situation that happened. I can't go too much detail because it would be a heavy subliminal. But when my nigga explained every detail, it's like if you ever read ingredients, like how to create, like make something like a chef book. He bought the chef book and added so many like unnecessary details. Like example, wash your hands before you actually start like cooking. Like it was just like you know who
I
you are.
don't
You know who you
like
are.
over-explain.
That situation I agree with you. Okay, that is situation y'all
I'm not
I
explaining
explained.
shit.
I don't
I agree with
care.
y'all.
I don't
I don't
fucking
care.
care. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care.
And then that's what you.
I ain't even trying to
and
be
then when
funny.
you
I
sound
don't fucking care.
letting them
Yeah, bro,
attack
I don't
this
care.
motherfucker like.
I don't care.
This
Listen,
motherfucker
hold
got
on.
motherfucking shit.
But sometimes you do be feeling
Come on.
bad because it's like,
No, this was
That's different.
this.
Lit-
My nigga was breaking down shit like I read medical journals every other week.
I be
that good.
checking on this motherfucker.
My nigga was ODing in a medical journal. I say, yo,
What you
Keep
doing?
it
nigga?
up.
We gonna bring you outside, nigga. Check.
but that's my nigga though. He cool people. Shout out to who you if you figure out who you are. But like the
Oh,
thing is,
shit.
I'm like, yo, listen to him. I follow every conversation. I don't miss a beat when I'm actually
when
listen.
you thinking, and then
But
sometimes
he
you get by
over-
yourself and you think and you be like,
He or she.
I
You
understand.
over
I'm
there.
an understanding person, so it's like I understand you, but it's
Yeah.
like,
Damn.
no, do you understand me? Like, because I don't give a fuck. Are you gonna do it or you not gonna do it?
Period.
But if you do it, don't say I'm like, well, you did it because, bitch, fuck you, because I can do that shit myself. Like,
Period. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Great Apes Cafe. We live and direct on the airwaves. I will say this though. I'm about to wrap this up. please make sure when you explain something, don't over-explain anything. Please don't.
Or don't explain it at
I ain't gonna
all.
lie, that was it. That's
Save yourself.
I want to say the name, but he cool people. The Orchie, it's cool people. I can't really get mad at the homeboy or homegirl because the thing is, he don't start his sentences with because. That's one. Okay, that sounds petty, right? Okay, maybe I'm being petty. I'm just saying. He's grammatically correct. But when you listen, you ever listen to somebody, you cannot follow them because the over bombardment of details. You ever read a Harry Potter book? You understand the detail level? Like, it's a lot of details in there.
But
Same
it's
situation.
necessary to stay with the story. But
That's
when people
necessary.
start giving you unnecessary details,
I be
And you
like this. I be like this. Look, hold on. After they finish, after they finish, I be like, "What you said?" I might be like, "Huh?"
Suppose they restate the, blah, they restate the situation word for word verbatim.
no, please don't. And that's why I was just about to say, because when Cam said, I'd be like, "What you just say?" I'd be like, yeah. I lost you because you took so fucking long to give me an explanation. I could not.
But the
fucking
person
make
I'm
up.
talking about, I ain't gonna lie, I found out he or she didn't rap. He should rap, or she should rap, because if you can over bombard a verse, good God Almighty, you'll be a powerful MC. I can see it. The Jedi power is with you, young Padawan. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Great Apes Cafe. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, tell me what you think about
My
this episode.
fucking ex used to say that shit all the time. I used to want to slap his
Shout
fucking
out to-
head
shout out
off.
to my
Me,
Star
I am
Wars
gonna
geeks.
stop you. Now we fighting
Shout
because
out to-
we fighting
Who
because
is young Padawan?
Padawan. You know, so shout out to the Star Wars geeks. You got a Jedi who's the master, and their students are Padawans.
yeah.
You know? Anyway, don't let the door hit you in the damn tush. We out it. Deuce.
Peace, y'all.
Huh. Great Apes Cafe.
Yes, sir.